there are people in this world that are meant to do great things. There are people in this world that are born, and by the time they die, they have so much impact, they have so much influence, they have so much, impact on everybody and everything around them that the world becomes a different place. Those are what I call the chosen people. People who have not only made their existence worthwhile, but people who have believed in themselves, people who have used their resources to advantage, people who have believed in themselves even when others didn't, people who had to create, their own advantage even when they were at the disadvantage. Okay, and like I said, those are what I call the chosen people. And if you're watching this video, you potentially could be a chosen person. You potentially could be one of the chosen, meaning you are destined to do great things. You are destined to be not only, I'm not talking about being the richest, I'm not talking about, being famous, but it's more as in having the impact. If your community knows you and you do more for the community by the time you die, and even if you're not famous, even if you're not the richest guy, that is more important than anything else. Okay, so the chosen people are always hated on because they're the ones that try to be the leaders in the community. They're the ones that try to be the bosses in the community. They're the ones that try to be, the CEOs. They're the ones that try to be, creating the projects, saving the earth, creating the new products. Okay, and if there's a problem, the chosen ones most of the time are there to solve it. So what do I mean by this? If you're the chosen one, they're gonna hate you for your strength. That's the title of this video. The reason why they're gonna hate you for your strength is because everybody endures some type of pain. So everybody endures some type of trauma. So depending on what kind of pain you went to, depending on what kind of trauma you went to, sometimes it can cripple you. Sometimes it can, not only affect you in the rest of your life, but especially if it's childhood trauma, the adult can pretty much be, at a disadvantage the rest of his life just because of what happened the beginning part of his life. They hate you for your strengths because when life knocks you down, you get back up. They hate you for your strengths because even when you're at the disadvantage and it seems like you're not going to make it, you believe that you will. They hate you for your strengths because when everything around you is going bad and everything around you feels like it's going to end and the world is so chaotic, hectic, and crazy, you have that tunnel vision and you seeing the potential, you seeing the vision, you seeing, the future. The future that you want to make the world, and most of the time it's a positive future. So if you ever feel like people are just, hating on you, they're hating on you for your strengths. They hate the fact that, like I said, you can get knocked down and get back up. They hate the fact that, you believe in yourself because they don't believe in themselves. They hate the fact that even though you're having a bad day, even though you guys might be in similar circumstances, you're going to do better. You're going to be great. You're going to be one of the chosen. And they hate you for that. Because the thing about being the chosen ones is that not everyone can be chosen. So the people who aren't chosen sometimes will try to hold you back. The people who aren't chosen sometimes will envy. The people who aren't chosen sometimes will, be jealous. But your biggest advantage and the biggest strength you have is that you don't let all that get to you. Even if it's your friends, family, or anybody that's close relative or just close to you in your circle, they might try to convince you why, you shouldn't go work on your purpose. You shouldn't go and do this. Like, if I told you LeBron was one of the chosen people for basketball, okay? Imagine all the people that try to convince LeBron not to play basketball. He also played football. They could have told him, drop basketball, go play here. He got injured one time and his mom was like, hey, no more football, straight basketball. Michael Jordan, he played baseball. He's also one of the chosen of basketball. He could have played baseball and stayed at baseball. You know what I'm saying? Or something could have happened in his life where he was, one car crash away, or, one ankle sprain away, or one, bad move, and then his career would have been over. But the fact that everything he went through in his life made him the chosen one when it comes to basketball is an example of how you are also the chosen one. There are things that you are supposed to accomplish. There are things that you are supposed to do. And when you find your purpose, when you find that vision, you can conquer the world. You will be revolutionary. Okay? And you will be remembered. Not because you tried to be, because you have to be. Okay? When you do great, like LeBron James, people are going to remember him no matter what. Michael Jordan, people are going to remember him no matter what. Even if they hate him, even if they, say that, or give you every reason why they don't like him. At the end of the day, He changed the game, he changed the world, and he changed everyone else that's also playing the same game. He changed the game for everybody that's also living in that same world. So at the end of the day, you're the chosen one, and you have to keep that strength. You have to stay strong, because life is going to try to knock you down, but you have to stay strong. And like I said, that's the one thing that they hate about you. They hate that you're resilient. They hate that you have that strength mentally, physically, and emotionally. So do not let the haters make you weak. Do not let the people around you make you weak. Mentally stay strong, physically stay strong, and emotionally stay strong. And if you have to do the things you have to do to get there, do it. Why? Because at the end of the day, you are one of the chosen. And like I said, there are things that you have to do. So if you just let, your environment cripple you down, if you say, I feel like I have a passion to go and, help kids or whatever. And then there's, some kids that need help over there at the orphanage or whatever, but I don't have a car. And it's like, that's an example of how, life threw an obstacle in your way. And a regular person might use that as an excuse and just call it a day. But the chosen person has that vision, has that drive, has that strength, and he just overcomes it. He's like, I'll walk, I'll take a bike, I'll get a ride, I'll do whatever. And why? Because he knows that his plan, his vision, his goals was to go and save and help those kids. Okay, and so like I said, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself even when others don't. You have to believe in yourself. And like I said, this is why they hate you. They hate you because you're strong. Okay, so let them hate.